So my .1 doesn't help anything?
7 is the average. You can't roll a 1.
That's not one. That's true. You can't roll a 1.
Okay. I'll put you at 2.
7 is like 30 to 40% of die rolls. I know.
It's anybody.
Well, I rolled a 2, so it's not possible for me to get those.
Yeah, but you said halfway.
It's anybody.
4 to 7.
Damn, you didn't even.
So at least I was
My bad, dude.
Well, I guess not. If it's 4, 2, 7, 7 is technically.
Yeah, it's like right in the middle.
It would have been funny if I was playing Digimon today.
Whoa, I forgot what he
Yeah. You're damn right.
Sun into Luna.
I don't help him.
You never helped me anyways.
That's a lie.
You know, most of the time you don't.
Wisteria. Actually,
I know. In the beginning, I didn't help you for shit.
The very first couple of experiences I had playing this game with you was teach me how to play Sword Soul, and you just didn't.
and you just didn't.
I guess I'll just figure it out. And I remember asking you like 100 times and getting no like actual this is how you play it. They do it every now and then.
He's not going to help you play because he's going to be focusing on
I have one
playing on
thing
the
I can
stream.
do on your turn, but it's not going to interrupt with this.
Grab
I didn't even get to play that turn. Well, that's stupid. I added it in and then immediately gave you the back.
Yeah, you do.
It's not the same.
I don't want to waste your
Why not?
You don't have gravity.
What if I looked you in the face and went, Doug?
That's the next
I'd say you're wrong. I had someone try to tell me that I had to.
What if I looked you in the face and said, grab Gallantmon?
I'm gonna go cool. Is it my turn yet?
No.
I went and I evolved in the back on top of a Digimon for 1. And they went, hey, that can evolve for free. You know? I was like, yes, I'm passing my turn over at 1.
Wait, you can't do that.
And then proceeded to lose to
You don't have a Digimon or a tamer that is black.
proceeded to lose. Digimon into Lekis for 2.
He died. I'll draw 1 and trash 1 twice.
That egg upside down.
A black sound.
You sure will. Remember, your opponents can't Ash Blossom. No, because you're placing it.
And then I'll play fast. Ash Blossom says add to hand, dump to grave, or something, but not place a spellcraft. Give me a yellow purple card.
Yeah, now that you said the thing, I hope they have the models of access for the top.
Best we got.
Where?
In Miri?
Oh, yeah. Oh, negative 9,900. That's free. Yeah, sure.
Draw.
Yeah, right.
Move Lekis up. Oh, I do go
Did you need
Luna inherit this.
learn how to play?
I thought maybe I could take it because
Luna into Gal for 1. You draw. We both draw. And then
A lot of people.
I know, but I wasn't. Now I just don't know what to do at this point. I thought maybe I could if I had some.
Galgamon into Press for 1. Draw for Evolution.
So you can link off the little guys.
Yeah,
You can technically do it with
This can't suspend to the end of your turn.
I'll draw 1 and trash 1.
but
I can't. Kind of hard for him.
yeah, you can normal summon. It's level 1.
That kind of gets rid
Wisteria
of
for 3.
Yeah, you lose having hand.
And then I'll play.
But if you get the Sage, you weren't going to have hand.
It'll let me play Lucimon from my trash.
You did one of the
Digimon or Tamer.
Coincide, put Press underneath.
More than likely.
To evolve Gal into Wanpoon. 3. Draw. I'm going to spit this Lunamon out.
I was like, wait, hold on, that doesn't make any
That's
sense.
just me saying.
I don't know where you're
And if this guy is deleted, I can play a demon.
I play a lot
of decks that's not bad.
Swinging your Growlmon.
That card suck ass. As far as Dude, you know what'd be really funny? Putting Dominus Impulse in that deck.
That wouldn't work.
That'd be funny. I didn't say that.
Lunamon
you know
into
what?
Lekis for
I
2.
don't.
Draw.
I can take effect though.
I,
Yes. Yeah, because you had this in your hand already, right?
Yeah, so I'm able to just grab.
your turn.
There you go. I knew there was a way they could.
And then I can link him off.
Yep. Make the little man.
Spirit.
Yep. Balance effect.
That's why I said
That's what it is. Blue eyes white Balance.
Those are my top 2 on my.
Why do you have stuff like that?
Like what?
Like that? You know how often you come to these things?
We'll play him.
I opened this at
Once every 10 years?
Yeah, once every 10 years.
Play the comic.
You're right, because no.
I'm gonna target him so I can well utilize him.
Does it have a cool art?
You're gonna tell me to heal myself when?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Very very tight-knit.
I think that guy's on play, by the way. It's probably one Digimon.
It is.
It's on neither. It's on delete.
No, it's not.
It's got Narada. That set was full of mistakes. If it's on deletion, then why did you mill?
I don't play red.
You got a point.
That's why you did it to me. That's black. Omnimon? War Greymon.
Dang, I forgot to buy those other snakes.
Alright, here we go.
Those what?
Those snakes, the king and queen. Bog dog.
Oh, yeah.
Bog dog.
Yeah.
Bog dog.
I want to use this to summon Blue Eyes, right?
No, never
You
that.
have the.
Apparently not.
If you want me to do it, I
When you
will.
set a spell or trap.
Yes, that's really right.
I'll do it after my game.
And on that, you said,
You continue.
really?
That's super.
This is the one hand that you summon Blue Eyes.
Piece of shit. Oh, one time I'm like, no, you do not. Yes, you do.
The one hand I summon Blue Eyes now?
Yes, because apparently you have.
Apparently you have the things you search for.
So I'm gonna do that.
He said answer this or else.
Answer these
You
on
said not the middle.
Draw for turn. Unsuspend.
not the middle first spell traps if there's already one. Like if I went first and there's one sitting here, put anything else.
He has a lot of stupid plays.
Hysteria for 3.
It's literally stupid because he has the things in his hand.
No, that's not what we're talking about. The columns you pick.
Are you just like playing?
So you don't pick these because there's a link one that most people play. That is its effect is literally take
Oh,
the
it's
thing
for
in this.
fire. That is because of fire. So I pay 2.
Center column thing is because infinite impermanence.
And then
Draw.
for
A lot of
every
people
other-
just put
We
it.
both draw.
His
If you put a spell
Cards are
trap
in
close
here,
to that I have.
Just on the
And I will be in a memory.
if you put a spell
I
trap
can raise
in
the
line
ability
with
of
anything
effect
that's
or
set,
something.
if it's an imperm and they chain it to what you activate, it negates your
Weirdest thing that
Four,
I've
if your opponent ever has anything set, put it
and for
anywhere.
2 colors,
See, now I'm a little
I add
confused.
the color. So I get
Make
because
the
of the
spirit.
7
Is that what I should do?
So he's
Well,
5
that's
right
what I
now.
Not the Tyrant
I play
Dragon from
5.
this?
How do you get
It was
Maiden
for
back?
this for 5.
Because I got the...
Dude, that's crazy.
I paid 2.
Read the link
So
one.
this plays for 2. And then he's effect. Return this to the
Bone style, put Gao underneath Lunamon, evolve Lunamon into Lekis for free. Draw. Reveal top 3.
Please tell me how Maiden came back.
I'm confused. How can you play this if it has a play?
Grab Bone style.
He reduces for.
That doesn't.
It's on the link one.
Yeah. No, sorry. He plays for 2 less.
I'm pretty sure that Maiden's a spell
It says
trap.
it plays 2 more and add 1 for each other.
Read the link one.
So you have
1, 2, 3. I have to
You're
go.
locked into
3,
dragons.
4, 5.
Well,
It's 5.
So for 2. I pay 2.
It says it
Oh,
doesn't
you
say
cannot
reduce.
special summon except for dragon.
Oh, never mind. You're
So you
correct.
can't bring more
5.
than
You're
that
right.
if he's on the field.
For 5 costs.
That's why you Maz
Yeah,
him with Dragon and attribute it.
I have one.
I saw it. Leave that on the field.
Yeah.
You tribute this guy for his effect to summon
You are
Blue
skipping a
Eyes.
level and you do that.
And then you bring the Maiden back.
Scramble
Yeah,
for 2. Evolve 1. Put it into Digimon for free.
No, you do.
Draw.
Yeah, don't do that.
Did you evolve
You
this
already
one
did this
too?
with this dragon. His effect is just
Put your top face down, security face up, and delete
Now
this
you
down.
Redirect 1.
You just can't do it while he's on.
One or
He's
fewer
on
sources.
seals, you can only swing her.
Yeah, that's good.
That's it. And then you can still.
I'm not playing options currently.
So I want to get that instead of timer.
Not enough.
You don't want timer?
Are you going first?
Yeah.
Why would you go for a battle?
Yeah, you make the
I don't
spirit.
know how to play this.
You make the spirit dragon.
Like this for 4.
You make the spirit dragon.
I'm
because
posing
of,
questions that will answer your questions.
Yeah, it interacts with graveyards. And we're in a format like we're doing.
Swing your security when attacking, place Lekis underneath to unsuspend. And since this saw a face up security,
You always want them in.
there.
If I have lightning storm, I just kill it.
I just remembered that.
Usually players can special summon.
It was
is
Shadow.
unsuspended.
I could have DD'd you all 3 times.
That doesn't kill a stack, Jason. What the fuck?
No, it places the top card into security. It's the same as the mag.
That's why I got this one and played it like that. Because I knew they would be a 5 in my case.
Use
It
Wisteria.
is not the same as the Magma.
Yeah, it is. To prevent deletion, place top card into
Why is
security.
that dying?
It's not dying.
Then it's not the same thing, Jason.
It's placing top stack. In
That is not the
security.
same thing as instead of dying, put me here.
So anyway, you
down.
But you
gain.
keep the stat, though. You keep the Digimon. So it
It's
is.
still not the same thing.
They,
Anyway, Quan Kun
it
into
is
a hollow
literally
for 4.
You just take the
Draw.
top card. Not the whole effect, obviously. You
Swing
really
your
take the top
security,
card and keep
3
it.
checks at
During Christmas, I definitely do, because then I come home and I take
with
it out.
jamming.
Thanks for that pro tag,
You're
man.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Attack, 3 checks.
Swing
12, it
security.
dies.
Swing security.
Jamming.
You want to cut these?
Does that die?
Yeah. No. It also has jamming. My bad.
Actually,
I didn't read.
Judge. Yeah, cool.
Trigger this one. You should.
I found a.
It's just good man.
You're right.
And no, that
My
was
bad.
protagonist fault.
My
My
bad.
entire thing.
Don't really know.
My bad.
I didn't know your name was Luigi.
Yeah, he is the protagonist. He's the not the protagonist. He's like Joey, because the one protagonist is the Digimon player that can do that.
I'm pretty sure I just cast it.
Yeah, let me see.
The one that said that they were a better Gallantmon player than me.
Just so this
I don't know about that, but they said, buddy, we can do it.
150.
Me and Vmon until the day we die. You remember that?
Yeah, because he was also saying he was a better Gallantmon player than Anthony.
The guy would say something like that.
And then they almost fought in parking lot.
What if I special summon?
Activate that, summon Blue Eyes back, normal summon the Jailer, and make it a Spirit Dragon.
If he's not
Then
one,
I will.
I drew red light, and I played a bunch of red lights.
this gives you another normal summon.
Of a level 1 light summon.
And then I will put.
Everything they'll find.
And then I'll play Cole's favorite card. Delete. That's why I said that.
Then make a not once per turn Spirit Dragon.
I don't really like it either.
I'm a fan of one. I have enough.
Does this dodge Nibiru?
Then I'll have
You can't summon 2 or more at the same time.
Nibiru doesn't summon 2 at the same time.
Is it one then the other?
So the one that lets you play every game.
End of turn.
Effective Nibiru is activated because you can negate the activation. You can distinguish some special summon or
Where's a good place to just
Yeah, if
That
there's
one's
nothing,
free,
it
but the
doesn't.
other one isn't?
What?
That one's free,
If
but
there's
the other one
nothing,
isn't?
you pick it.
What other one is it?
We played one last
If
game.
there's nothing on my board,
No, I
pick
evolved
center
on
because
top
if
of
it is an infinite permanent, it probably isn't. It's great
What I
base
was
because a lot of
asking
people automatically
I didn't know you did.
and if it is,
This is Digimon or video board. Right? These two are in here. You got the spells.
I will trash it 5 lower to draw 2
Weird
cards.
field card and then
No, you didn't.
field, yeah. Field
I was already on. I already knew that.
the only reason I put my deck down lower is because I use these as grid. which a lot of people put their advantage like up here.
Well, I got yelled at fucking regional because my shit wasn't up here.
Yeah.
What was it like down
We gotta be in the zone.
I had my spells down there too, and he said no.
Lunamon started main bet. Bounce this to hand to game
Iron
2.
banishment is here.
Luna into Lekis.
I don't like. I always. I've never gotten in trouble for that. Unfortunately, I have the one thing in there.
Lunamon inherit. Game 2. Evolve into Gallantmon for 1.
You can, but I wouldn't.
We both draw for evolution, and then I'll be in 1 for having 3 or more sources.
Your rock has 6,000 defense and 5,000.
Gal into Crest for 1. Draw.
Its stats are equal to the tributed monsters.
If I have a Light Fang
I
or
can
Head
read.
Close,
Delete the lowest play cost.
And I'm assuming there's nothing else.
I will discard.
evolve into Invisimon for 3. Flip your top face down up. Swing security.
Activate free preparation.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I'm going to add a ritual and a monster that is mentioned in the ritual. If you have Ash Blossom, you can negate this.
Wisteria for 3.
17? What? He gets 12? Or is he until the end of turn? Or until the end of my turn, rather?
He's at 13.
These two have attack. The unaffected. All turns unaffected.
Activate Habakiri from hand. I'm going to summon a Mitsurugi and immediately tribute all
What you put me in for?
Play a fast go on.
I put you to 3.
In the back. What?
It is on the
Put them right there, draw it down.
I'll spend something. My turn.
We
I
can't.
can. For every 2 color tamer, I can put something suspended on the bottom of the deck, so we did. I attempt to do 1, 2, and 3, and then this doesn't do it.
spell check.
I put medieval balance on top of my security. A level 6 lower Digimon. So Digivolve into chaos mode.
But it does something. I don't know if anyone told you. You can activate traps that are face up at any point in time. You can activate traps.
Unless you've already done it.
Unless you've already done it.
If I go try
So you can use one of those effects on my turn.
You can fragment, yes, but because the card was not deleted, you will still fragment.
And that applies for Graveyard. So you can activate Grave like Dynamorphia cards.
You save him, and then you still fragment.
He's going to do
You
I'm
bet.
not giving you any secret.
No, I'm one.
It just summons resets, which it's not bad.
My turn.
The blue eyes back.
If you want. The Blood Dragon specifically.
Start a main of Digimon.
You don't have to.
I try to kill him one.
It's also not a bad option to just like set which spell trap next turn.
Well, when
I'll
I,
suspend the Digimon, then for every 2 color tamer,
No. You can do that. You can only, that's unless you have a like an effect that says you can do that. You can only tribute.
It's
I'm glad you just cheated on camera.
Reliance.
He's up promo pack.
I don't know,
You know how this game works. The fact that you draw and then go, oh yeah, I even ended turn is crazy.
Activate Snake Rain, discard a card, and then send 4 reptiles.
You know
from the
that.
deck.
19.
19, 17. I'll ace here. When did you
You can't call me on
suspend
some
this?
shit and then do something illegal.
To give him vision piercing.
Whichever one.
2,000 can't be bounced
Oh,
back.
you're correct.
End of your turn. On game in memory, close. Tuck him right
I can't suspend till the end of your turn.
back. So he's currently at 16.
Night Servant effect will summon. If this leaves battle area.
Draw for Digivolving, draw for effect, and then trash.
Suspend.
These 3. 1 suspending gets 2 back. 1 collision.
You get another memory?
Yep.
I do 3. So what did Digivolve?
He's
2.
deleted at the end of the turn from this fucking Digimon.
And then he's at plus what? 3?
For free.
3 ounces 7, yeah.
Alright, so then I will block and give him -8. till you kill Shadow Snappy, then you're at a lot more.
I got a little one.
Doing good things in this game.
He just attaches and search for a reptile.
You also check.
Yeah.
Activate ritual to summon from hand by sending one deck.
Yeah, he's 12. So I would hit him because I'm very
I
unlucky.
don't know if I have something at the end of the turn. I don't think I do, but just want to check.
Why don't I have
Chain 1 Kusanagi, target ritual, chain 2 Aramasa to add a spell card, or add a monster to add a spell card.
then I can
Okay, be returned, plus 2 GP.
He has a.
That was a really good.
Do not have antibody and sources. It's asking for the option.
That's my consideration.
Does he have something?
Generic budget. I probably should go.
Draw.
Poison.
Imperfect, search for
Verona inherit with Pheromon underneath. Gain 2. Just cost by 1.
So we want to keep
Grab these 2.
attack with Fasco.
All 3 are protected by Digimon effects.
I will trash 1 to draw 2.
Evolve Lycus into Crest for 1. Draw for Evolution. This cannot suspend till the end of your turn.
I do play very many.
Swing your security. Is it draw or gain a memory?
second effective ritual, tribute here, summon from deck.
I don't want to give him too much money.
Sumo Alliance.
Chain 1, chain 2, Futsu's gonna add a magic card. This is gonna be
Then you would pick
all your monsters.
Exile for 4. Suspend it with Crest underneath. And evolve that into.
But,
Sure, make a Digimon for free.
I think you're...
Play this.
Maybe I don't have one, dude.
Have more calls.
Turn a level 4
I do
lower
have this. I'm gonna attempt
to the bottom of the
Rules
deck. Then, if
effective.
Mega
Try to
Digimon or
negate it,
anybody's
you discard a
discard
card out of
sources,
that.
one of your opponent's Digimon cannot suspend till the end of their turn.
He gains range.
When Digivolving or on play.
This boy's about to reset the board.
Draw a rock set.
Cole's whole deck, yeah.
You just throw a man throwing a rock.
That's Rock Guy.
7?
The Rock Guy
He
is
has
a
a. Oh, in my head I thought
There's a lot of options.
it was a different one. Because he normally doesn't play.
2 blue eyes.
Oh, show 2, destroy 2.
What's that do?
This has a static effect for all your stuff loses 800 attack. I can't use this again, it just doesn't do anything.
Don't
If I
delete
tribute this, it's
anything.
gonna
Cut.
come.
Other things you're gonna figure
Yeah, 14, yeah.
This can't suspend.
Correct.
Destroy your monsters.
I'll play another one. Jesus.
That's Miguel Rubin. Isn't it? Your roommate's not his,
Don't delete.
but he is if you go back home.
Security post.
You can have his keys and get into his house whenever you want.
That's
That's right.
you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's his.
Go to battle. 3K.
Crazy.
That's 53.
Two of them.
You definitely can.
No. No. That's Sun Arizona Mon.
How dare you? The same thing.
Do you have any?
it doesn't have. It's just our blue
Yep.
So it's the yellow tamer in the sun.
You gain 1 off of the draw.
Yes, the bitch is on fire. Like the world on fire. Have a fire. Make them choose. The world.
I can't kill you, that's for sure. Mirror by tributing Rosu.
End of your turn. Lights out. You Digivolve that by 2. Flip your top face down security face up. And and delete something with one of your resources.
What I have to do, I have to.
Discard Snake Ranger.
Start
I was
turn,
thinking about what
draw,
you could do to me.
I don't have.
There's a lot you can do there, but
There's a lot. There's a lot of
I think that him being unaffected is just good.
Mysteria, turn 5.
When does he come up?
End of your turn.
I'm
More
unaffected.
of, more like I should just swing into it and then pass, and then you swing with the little guy.
You got blockers?
Nope, you had one other source.
I agree.
So they Digivolve 2. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because you can save.
That was a good one.
I Digivolve 2.
Well, Cole.
So one of these two. I think it's the X80 body.
Dead. I'm gonna get a free Lucy on.
I'm gonna tribute Nibiru and
You can delete a Digimon or a Tamer, and if you don't, you'll crash your top security and I'll
Mega Seedramon.
Is this the same Lucemon that can save by crashing your
No, this one is if you delete it, I'll play a free demon for free.
from anywhere?
Do you have
From
blocker?
free demons for free.
I'm gonna play
As a
Leviathan.
demon.
No, I'm going to play
No,
Leviathan.
because you deleted this.
nothing.
Mega Seedramon to Apollo
Which
for
will delete your
4.
highest, then your lowest.
Draw. Swing your security. 14k.
Reach on still.
Any protection?
No protection, no jamming.
32. 52. Prayer tree.
I went and I asked that, but this has the inheritance that says cannot be redirected.
Tributing Murakumo and
I'm really mad the red Gatsumon
I'm
is
gonna add
not
one and
holding.
summon one
I mean,
back.
I'm mad he doesn't have a rock.
Summons Corona.
Because he looks like he has a
I'll draw
rock.
that. I can draw that.
But instead it's him holding a rock, that's dumb. He should have a rock out.
I don't know what this card really does in general.
I get a picture of Gallantmon.
I think
Let's just say so it's up to you.
Yep.
I think in any instance
Corona
like
into
that,
Fieramon for
yeah,
2.
it's
Oh, what the fuck?
Six
This was
different
pointless.
6,000,
What's up with him?
8,000
This is sitting there.
What was the point of anything I did?
Cards and tricks.
Your Nibiru was in a good
It's a good
spot.
card to have.
The only thing I think that you did wrong was using this right away.
It went
You can use
down!
this in battle to save yourself. Knowing I already used Miracle, just anytime you
Dude, I'm
have
about
to
to buy
trap,
them.
to
Last
just
time
They're
I
really
do that.
cute.
When I looked at those last, they were $30.
When I use Miracle to blow up the board, I could only do that once. So when I I could have just blown up your Nibiru token, which was kind of the plan. Go to battle and attempt to kill you, and you activate the effect, summon 2 guys back. I can't interact with them. Well, I can attack them, but I can't kill you.
I can't keep you on the table like this.
So I do this before I draw.
Yes.
And you can activate a trap card whenever you want. But you can only do it once.
We're working with.
So all it would do is bring back Blue Eyes, trigger the Maiden, bring back the Black Maiden. And then if you summon them both in defense, you're not going to take any damage.
Well, I guess you did.
15.
You got 15.
Other than that, I think you
11
did everything else
materials and
fine. I just had the Nibiru to interact with the Spirit
Yeah, and I
Dragons.
have Friday.
If I didn't have that, that board was really good. Especially against this, because I do stuff in the graveyard.
I'm gonna move this up.
Does Nib read as do this, tribute everything, then summon this, then summon this, whatever?
You can't Nibiru under window, but you can nib under summon.
So he's gonna unswing his Spirit Deck +1.
Like you
Summon
can,
one
you
to
can,
count the summons and one to count
like you
the
can
bounces.
summon something and then you can nib and still summon both. Huh. Weird.
I'll go first.
Play the second.
Unfortunately, I don't know.
Also, furry dog is still ick.
And then
All I know is I have an insanely good record against
Those
it.
for release boxes for the
Let's
Final
go!
Fantasy
One
stuff.
box. Let's go!
I'll turn into that.
It was
Boxes for the Final Fantasy pre-release kits are really cool.
CJ pulled an error.
Would you like
I don't know who CJ is. Is he the big guy that was talking about Omni-Man?
I don't know if your deck's supposed to be this one.
Inside.
Front table blood guy.
That's not.
Front table blood guy corner.
Literally cannot do anything.
None of them.
Let me see.
Did you cut mine?
Yeah.
There's no way you can kill you.
And then
Wrong
end
again.
of turn.
This is your whole combo.
Wait, I have more material. I can't kill you.
Doesn't this get
Maiden
True Light?
is literally the combo.
Yeah, this gets True Light. You can normal this. You can get your little dog.
No, you don't have to do that at all.
Maybe you can.
You Maiden here, get True Light set, wishes, pitch one of these guys, get Sage.
Hold on, let's walk through it.
Fine, I'm mowing anyway.
True Light sets wishes.
Yeah, wishes.
So I'll give your board minus
Discard a
5.
card, search for
You can
level.
activate it this turn. 'cause
Activate.
It's not a quick play.
Pitch one of the two. It doesn't matter.
Because the security is removed.
That grabs a level 1 light tuner and a spell trap. So that'll grab Sage and
And then Dead or Alive will trigger.
normal
Roar's the
Sage.
default.
Normal Sage, get
another effect. Because it's not once
no,
per
you
turn.
grab Sage.
Grab Sage again.
Yeah, he's not once per turn.
Security and I recover.
Oh, and you get another normal summon.
Exactly.
Which means you'll just get another effect.
So you'll get Bailey. Normal, make the dog, mausoleum, pitch the dragon.
Hold on. Make the dog first. We don't have the normal. We already did that.
Use this Mysteria Fest.
And Wisteria counts as part of color requirements.
She doesn't ever do that. She doesn't.
I understand that, but it doesn't have to help people, just so they're reminded.
Yeah, I try. I tell her every single day.
Sadly, read this now.
Why didn't I evolve into that?
Activate mausoleum.
That's really big.
Mausoleum targetable man.
Yeah, but might die.
You two haven't seen rookies. I said you two didn't see rookies.
No. Not until this. We're going to Fira. You're at 2. You're at 1.
This allows an additional normal summon. Summon this. This gets
No, my mole was Lekis, Flare, Huan-Kun, Hexalon. And I was not playing that.
Which is that?
I did too.
Oh, I have to trigger this.
Yeah, just don't be unlucky. Like a
There's one.
trying time.
I'm gonna
Not
pick a
the
Leviathan.
Probably not.
Blue eyes.
Move Pyramon up, and then Let's
Go gambling.
You can probably end on that because
1, draw,
that stops the draw. These are not once per turn, so I don't know.
One less than.
And these are not until turn.
But you grab because of sources, right?
Yep.
What the fuck is this?
And also you have that, which allows you to do that combo again.
Go, it's press for 1.
You can't change this one.
Just whenever you feel like don't shotgun it. Like if I were to blow up your board, you would just sit on it. And then if I go to battle,
I was gonna die,
bring
so
that stuff and run yourself and dying. The other option is that you can use it to set a spell trap,
Depends on the side.
which I don't know what the rest of your spells look like.
Wisteria.
You could just set like another roar or another wish for next turn too, if I don't do enough to stop you.
Make Susan.
This may trigger you, but
These are going to stop me from using older effects. They can also swap out for which can stop me from doing even more.
How many rocks does it take to get to the real center?
Does he have the new ancient fairy in
So
there?
right here, draw,
Have the same syllable.
standby, main phase. First thing we do is Sales Band, Ash Blossom.
Gotta check it in depth.
You can't activate it this turn, I can't activate it ever again.
What card did you pull?
More than 11.
Oh my god, I cannot do
You had
that.
11 source?
Well, that makes Snake Band. Discard a card and then send 4 reptiles to the graveyard.
Price is that Lucemon Kroger?
I can do this. 6, da da da.
I'm not keeping that.
No,
That's relevant to your
There's a Night Sword.
I don't want that.
Night Sword effect to summon itself. It banishes when it leaves. You can negate that. What happens when you
Downtown, that they say when you walk it.
tribute that?
I hope
You make this.
Yeah, you just negate the activation.
Okay.
Uh,
Downtown, that's fun.
You're gonna do a dog start.
It's man.
Drop a turn.
I ain't know it did. You read it. I was like, I thought it was man.
Sun into Luna. Luna inherit with top.
New effect to summon itself because I can summon monsters.
Sun will let me evolve a new card in my hand. Cost reduced by 1. This is 2. Draw. Bottom deck of 4. This does not enter anybody. Cannot stop something.
To add a Mitsurugi monster.
What I will do though is evolve Mega Seadramon into Mirage 4, drop Revolution, or
If
turn
you
your
do
5 or
that
lower
as
to
chain 2, the guy you summon won't be able to activate its effect until the next.
2 memory.
This is where you effect Veiler. Because effect Veiler targets a guy and negates
Oh, don't worry, it got better.
and it's not one
Swing your security with jamming.
This is the hand you gave me.
But I
Thanks.
wanted to tribute him so I have something for field brigade.
I did nothing.
Lunamon into Blackus, you're at 1.
So, a tricky thing you can do,
Add to
when I activate this, you
add
can
cards
change
and
this
by
effect,
effects.
and then ask me if
I
I
was
have
like,
any,
oh,
and if I
three
say
Pokemon
no,
back to back.
which
That's
you tribute for
insane. And then
cost.
the next
So
two
did you
cards,
love
I'm
him
like,
as
what
well?
the
If
hell?
I say no, then you chain effect Veiler and you negate.
Game mechanic is not,
And you lock this in place, so I can't interact with it.
so you are safe on that one.
And then you still summon it. So chain blocking is where you do two things at the same time that prevent me from interacting with the first one, because you can only interact with the most recent thing. So I activate this. You activate this effect, chain this. Do it. Ask me if I have.
Yes.
Ask me if I
Not
have.
non-play.
Oh
say
my
no.
god, never mind. I apologize.
If I can negate it,
two
if
off.
I can interact with it. I say no. You chain Veiler target now. Now,
You're like
if
Royal
I do
Knights.
have something,
Delete
I can't
that.
interact with this.
Yeah, it's 14, right?
Like if I have Call by the Grave or something, I can no longer. I mean, I can target this, but if I have something like that negates this effect, I can't. Because it's going to resolve like this. You can only
Sometimes I
interact with
wish
the last chain. I
Gallantmon
can
was
only interact
a dragon pin.
That's true. So if Veiler is going to resolve, negate this. If this is going to resolve, you summon this big negate boy.
And then I'll attack.
And then this doesn't resolve because you negated effect. Now, the next thing I try to do, you have an Omni negate. You also have another effect Veiler for in case I try to do anything.
Swing the line.
I will play.
I don't know, nor do I care.
I don't think so. He might.
Could matter for this though.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it matters because right here I'm gonna pass the turn. And then you can also use True Light now. To set, that's fine. You can set Roar or Wishes, which is gonna let you do more stuff next turn.
Jason, pay attention to
Set
your
one of your spells.
I have 3 triggers. Trigger him.
It's a trap card. You can activate it whenever you want. So during my end phase, well, you can do both and whatever.
I was thinking I did, but I was like, no chain.
Roar or Wishes, either one. Probably Wishes. That's
How many cards are in here? That's
and then you set it in the next one.
11. Like it's or Luna Inherit, gain 2, evolve into Gao for 1. Draw. We both draw. I'll gain 1 for the Gao. I'll gain 3 for the Mirage. That's why.
No, it's like this. This is still my turn. This is the end of my turn. That you're doing this. Yeah. So your turn, you
I
draw.
will trash. Try to not play on to draw 2.
No, no,
Draw and then stand by and end phase.
Now into Crest for 1.
Now you can do all kinds of
Draw.
stuff. You probably can
Does
notice
this
game
go normal?
if you want to. Remember, this isn't like Digimon where you're like this is attack mode, this is defense mode. You can manually switch them, but you can only do it once.
And then I will play.
Between your
Dead or
security.
Alive.
The turn there's not.
1 check. No. Yes,
So
sir.
delete a close or trash your top security. When
Did you set one of those?
I just, yeah, I did.
Oh, well, you should search the one you don't.
right now.
I just
I'm at
threw
14.
that,
Yep.
so it
Well,
doesn't
don't
matter.
activate this one.
That is
Activate the one you
optional.
set.
I can activate my turn because it was at the weird.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, if you use this to set one, as
further
long as it's
prove
not a
it's an
quick play,
afro.
you can activate it. Because quick plays are like traps. The reason you activate this one is because we know what this is. I saw you search it, so I know what this is. I don't know what you just drew.
Scramble for 2. One,
Because if it's deleted,
draw,
I can
strip your forces. 2 checks. 2 checks jam.
First things first, discard a card.
Pop both
Discard a card
those.
for cost.
7.
Once you do that, your opponent has the option to ash blast.
I don't know why I did that.
And then add a level 1 light tuner and 1 spell trap. So you would add.
They count.
Basically, we're just repeating what we
They
already did.
identify as a clown count.
Then you can only
I'll
assume
make it
this,
with a
this can
dark
get you
brown
whatever.
because it isn't black. Or unless the pick can be a different color. I'll make it dark brown.
And also consider, I have 2 cards in my hand that you don't know. If you can
Gallantmon.
possibly OTK me by like doing
I
this.
already tried, just let me figure it out.
Well, I'm just saying like this is how you would play
Oh, you
it.
guys are still playing.
Because if you don't summon 5 times, I can't Nibiru. Which means if you think you can OTK me through just our monster, you should go for it.
His eyes are
So
very
I just
yellow.
only summoned once so far.
Yeah, you only summon 1 time.
Gold.
Which means on your turn you can still use this to summon back Blue Eyes, and, which would then allow you to do your tyrant thing or whatever you're trying to do. As long as you don't summon 5 times.
2000. In memory.
How big is it again?
14, 14, 7, 4.
Yep, so that's 3.
And then I can.
I don't even know how you would tyrant truthfully. I think it's one of your spells that equips a dude.
I'm gonna banish this card. Check what. This guy.
Yep.
So this is a card that's not summoned, right?
Correct.
Oh.
That is, when it's down here, it's considered a spell trap.
With these 2 to tribute, and this would be 4.
Yep, and that's 4. So you don't want to exceed it.
How big's everybody
I'll
again?
take
14.
I can target this, right? Wait. Send 1 normal monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard and activate the target monster gains attack equal to the level of monster sent to the graveyard times 100.
Yeah, you only have 1 blue eyes in here. So yeah, you can activate that and send 1 from deck.
Why do you switch our phones?
That's
on your phone?
No, normal monster, so it has to be blue eyes in here. But you only have 1 in here, so send the other one from deck. You'll gain, what's 800?
Oh yeah, your phone is in your game.
Well, you don't have 1 in grave, so it's either in your deck or your hand. So quick math.
Okay, so this is
So that'll get deleted.
Yeah, this is gaining
And
8
this will get
K,
put on the bottom.
42. That's 3K. Yeah, that's exactly it.
No, I can't attack at the end of the turn. Or, yeah, I can.
Take
I just
3K.
can't
Yeah, I was gonna say.
5K.
Yeah. Well, no, he's gone now.
What?
Hexabal's gone now.
He can't attack.
But you need to play
Press
around
plus
in case
10.
because this is a
I can't
this is
sustain.
fragile. Because if I nib you here, you're just And honestly, that plays through this too. Because if I would have used this on your summon of that little dude, you just played through it.
Nice. Okay.
Scramble.
Yeah, dude, setting up 2 of these is insanely good. And if your opponent's playing Fiendsmith, this
On
does the
top
same
of the
thing.
deck. And play Luna.
It's the dudes that fuse out of the grave and stuff. But
Okay.
Okay, you can do this at any point.
don't do that. Very good. Desiree effect to send something in grave? No. Don't do that.
Oh, yeah,
Spirit Dragon?
And that also stops your true light from killing your monsters.
That's true. You can just negate any effect, right? Yeah, so if True Light is
Luna
popped,
on
you
your
should
turn.
If you have Spirit Dragon up and you pop True Light, you can use the Spirit Dragon to negate the True
Explain that to me.
Started main
Or on
phase.
effect?
Yeah. Started main
Because
phase.
effects will say when it is your activation. Which also means that interacts with Fire Kings, because if I destroy something...
Because it
after
is
my
summoning
effect,
sickness played at the start of my turn, I wouldn't be able.
I don't get to
start
learn
that
that.
attack.
The more you
So
play,
you're giving it, I hope I get there. Or I hope you get there.
Right. Do you happen to have 8 or more cards in hand?
I have 11, well, I was.
Yes.
Luna for 3.
Are you going into the dark?
Next year.
9.
Draw. Game 1. Luna and Garrett. 2.
Step 1, quick response.
Before we do
13
that,
bucks more or less. And so you can't go Tyrant on top.
If I ever go hungry, I'll just
It's like 1700.
You're like, oh, hold.
if I get hungry, I'll just
I can't pop this because it's on your turn.
And then maybe I can get my transfer.
Luna into Gal for 2. Draw. Both draw. Game 1.
6 minutes remaining, guys.
got it.
Hysteria.
it'll fill you up for days.
No, we're not gonna. Hero said you should win.
Gallant's press for 3.
Yeah,
Cannot suspend.
It's a waste.
God damn.
You got the special one? Or does that come out?
We stand closer and you draw all that.
One side.
Most of them are seeing like
Tyrant matches usually go.
blank ones. Those are like one in every, I don't know, probably like 8 to
Game 1.
12. Alright, here we go.
Game 2.
Cannot do anything. Your turn.
I didn't say
Bring up the board.
Double.
Knights doesn't do enough stuff fast enough.
I didn't go suspend. Something else.
It's not saying as long as I can remember until you like.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to banish Link Monster.
Wild.
Imagine it actually wasn't.
Love that because
One check draw. Nothing on delete.
We only have 6 minutes left.
yeah, they'll go towards 6 months. Dividends, then I can get more.
Incremental increase.
Oh my god.
Also, the down a lot.
Digivolving.
I got
Suspend.
most of it.
Every time I look at my stocks, it makes me sad.
I mean, it just works S and MSTY and collecting and
Oh, you're down bad?
I'm down bad.
Problem is, it just
Yeah, I got one.
I pay for everything, and then I have to buy myself something so I don't die from depression.
I'm hoping this will work and then I'll buy it.
I like it. He's so good.
Do all that.
2-2 when he does it.
Just hard play the rare Gallantmon. End of turn, give it rush and attack without suspending. Then it's a blocker.
Oh, the math.
Thank God.
That's a
I'm
funny
glad
idea.
someone
I
knows.
need a wait.
It is, but
It's not a good one.
yeah.
I'm not saying but I just thought about that. I was like, this says give rush. That is
And if I did have
funny
that
as
check, I definitely would have gotten like 2,500.
Yeah.
Did you see the explosive vegetables but for town?
Yes.
There he is.
Probably not good, but I love it.
If I got it tomorrow, that's 14 because they're gonna.
If you could do that,
whenever that happens, it's like,
They both have a
It's funny because the press is letting it's fucking legit.
that's what I would want.
Yeah.
They all have general.
Me every time my paycheck. I'm just like, wish I had my next check.
Same.
Yeah, I'll go to 19. Alright, good luck to you. Now I'm stuck.
These chairs hurt my legs.
Stand up.
This is a new
I
chair.
can't.
Four,
I
right?
got shot in the leg.
This one I'm just
Alright, Anthony, calm down.
What?
Make sure I'm just sliding towards you the whole time. I have to keep repositioning.
End of my
Like he
turn.
did say.
Did we all get the reject chairs?
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Where's the Reno?
Coincide.
I think that's fitting.
You can take the full
Scramble.
What, that we got the reject?
Play something with 2,000 or less.
I'm literally over here playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
That is what happened. Play Lunamon. Anything else?
Well, hey, next
My
week.
turn.
You need some of my high
I'm
corn.
hoping, yeah, because he's paying for my Tuesday entry, so maybe I'll get an expensive
Luna
card
up.
I can play.
I had this to hand.
I want to get that Danny by himself for like, what, $16 or something?
They'll probably, well, X anybody no.
I just want to make enough cards to play cards for free.
The
so I
problem
don't have to pay.
with those cards is they're fresh, so
I
generally
just haven't figured out how to use it.
Somebody that would want it.
Make a Digimon, which is Digimon for 3, draw, Digivolve by 2.
like a week or two. You try to sell them and then
I just want to be able to play for free so I don't have to pay. I like so much.
And then flip your top face down. So,
next Sunday, not 2 days,
swings your
card the underdog, which you can play that, so it doesn't matter. Swings have changed like some of your cards because I think like if I failure and things at one.
wow, yeah.
Staple card. But